Imagine a year where the sun itself seems to betray you, where light dims to a sorrowful flicker, shrouding the world in darkness. What if I told you that the year 536 AD was not just a bad year, but perhaps the worst year ever to be alive? Historians argue this singular moment in time marked an unprecedented calamity, sending ripples of despair that would echo for generations. Today, we delve into the heart of this dark chapter, a tale of famine, plague. As we step back into history, we find ourselves alongside Procopius, a Byzantine historian who served General Belisarius. Picture him traveling through the sunlit yet eerie landscapes of Sicily in 536, only to find a sullen sky where the sun offered no warmth. He penned words that would chill the heart. The sun gave forth light without brightness. This profound observation echoed through the ages, a prophetic warning that the world was entering. Witness the nightmare unfold as Michael the Syrian, another chronicler, described the sun's eerie presence in the sky. His words paint a haunting picture of a sun trapped in perpetual gloom, shining for mere hours, casting shadows that felt like an omen. The fruits languished on the vine, and wine turned bitter, a cruel joke on those who sought solace in a once vibrant harvest. As the world darkened, so too did the spirits of its inhabitants, who could only clutch their chests in despair. The climate began to spiral as the sun hid behind a thick veil of ash, a product of a violent volcanic eruption. Imagine a world where crops struggled to grow beneath a chill that gripped the earth, temperatures plummeting by as much as 5 degrees Celsius. The once thriving fields turned to dust, and famines spread like wildfire across continents. Ireland, for instance, experienced its own catastrophic bread failure. A desperate cry from the shadows of famine emerged a sinister companion, disease. With the sun's warmth denied, humanity's defenses weakened, and waves of plague began to sweep through the land indiscriminately. Imagine the horror of watching loved ones fall victim to a sickness that twisted their bodies and turned vibrant lives into mere memories. The afflicted bore lesions that spread like a dark curse, their suffering aggroed the capital city of Constantinople, transformed into a stinking graveyard as the plague of Justinian took hold. Picture a harrowing scene where the stench of death permeated the air and the cries of the sick filled the streets, bodies piled high as the living scrambled to dispose of the dead. The city overwhelmed by a tragedy so profound that it would be etched into history forever. Leaving across the world in China, a similar tale unfolded under a sky that rained dust. Witness people scooping up yellow ash that fell like snow, their bewilderment echoing in the chronicles of the time. This was no ordinary weather. It was a cataclysm where frost coated summer fields and snow blanketed the land in August. As the crops withered, an unrelenting famine gripped cities. Meanwhile, beneath the icy sheets of Greenland and Iceland. Scientists would later uncover the remnants of an unimaginable volcanic eruption that marked 536 as a pivotal year. Picture the chaos of the world engulfed in a shroud of ash, as nature revealed her fury in a way that turned climates upside down and plunged civilizations into an era known as the Late Antique Little Ice Age. The warmth of life faded into memory, bringing unforgiving cold that left human survival hanging by a thread. As the Byzantine Empire sought to reclaim its former glory, Emperor Justinian's aspirations crumbled beneath the weight of war and plague. Imagine soldiers valiantly defending a ravaged empire, only to meet ruin against mounting uprisings. The specter of disease loomed large, erasing nearly half of Constantinople's population, leaving a ghost town where bustling life once thrived. The echoes of glory faded. The darkest tales of the year 536 seem almost too horrific to believe. Picture a world where nature conspired against humanity, while plague and famine danced hand in hand, compounding the suffering across continents. People grasped desperately at their lives, struggling against a reality that had turned grotesque. Their fates intertwined, but even as the ashes settled and the skies began to clear, the scars of 536 would linger. The repercussions shaped the medieval world, leading to societal upheavals and shifts that would change the course of history. Imagine generations haunted by tales of that calamitous year, their lives forever altered by forces beyond their comprehension. Today, as we reflect on the calamities of the past, let us remember the lessons learned from the year 536. History teaches us that even in the darkest times, humanity can find a way to endure. Join us on this journey through time, where the shadows of despair reveal the light of resilience. If you found this exploration into history captivating, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the compelling tales of our past. Share your thoughts in the comments. What historical events intrigue you? And what stories should we uncover next? Together, let's keep the conversation alive as we unravel the